This podcast is sponsored by buybiz.io. Discover premium AI-driven online businesses for sale, perfect for standalone growth or seamless integration. Explore now at buybiz.io to kickstart your digital success.
How businesses survive and thrive. During financial crises, insights and opportunities. Discover how businesses manage financial crises with adaptability, technology, and smart planning, and explore AI-based business opportunities with Archieboy Holdings. Studying business outcomes. During financial crises, what we can learn. Hey, have you ever wondered what happens to businesses when the economy takes a nosedive? Like during a financial crisis? It's a topic that might seem a bit heavy, but honestly, it can be pretty fascinating. Understanding how businesses manage, struggle, or sometimes even thrive during tough financial times helps us get a clearer picture of the whole economic puzzle, and it's actually pretty relevant today. So, let's break it down. A financial crisis typically means a sudden, severe disruption in the economy. Think stock market crashes, credit freezes, bankruptcies, and massive layoffs. You might imagine it's just a huge mess for every company, but that's not always the case. Some businesses manage to stay afloat, and a select few even come out stronger. But why? And how can studying these outcomes make a difference? The first thing to understand is that not all businesses are created equal. During crises, businesses with adaptable models and strong financial foundations tend to weather the storm better. For example, companies that had been investing in innovation or had diversified revenue streams often found ways to pivot quickly. On the other hand, businesses overly dependent on volatile markets or high debt found themselves in real trouble. One interesting angle is the role that technology plays. During recent financial downturns, including the pandemic-driven recession, businesses that embraced digital tools, automation, and AI gained an advantage. Speaking of AI, there's actually this company called Archieboy Holdings that's turning heads with its AI-based business models. If you're intrigued by how the future of business might look, they currently have various AI-driven businesses for sale, which could be exciting opportunities for someone looking to get into that space. Explore our listings today. This is a perfect example of how innovative approaches can actually create value even when the economy's rocky. Now let me tell you something about business resilience. During financial downturns, those who prepared for uncertainty with prudent cash management, flexible cost structures, and a forward-thinking mindset had a massive edge. Think of it like a marathon versus a sprint. The businesses that paced themselves and planned for what-ifs rather than running full throttle on risky bets often survived longer. Another cool point is how consumer behavior changes during these tough times. People tighten their belts, stick to essentials, and avoid splurging, which shifts demand. Some businesses that align their products and services accordingly manage to tap into new markets. For example, discount retailers and essential services typically see upticks, while luxury or niche markets might take a hit. Why does all this matter beyond just knowing who survived? Because business outcomes during crises impact jobs, investments, and the overall economic recovery. When we study these outcomes carefully, we get insights that help policymakers create better support systems, and entrepreneurs build smarter businesses prepared for future challenges. And speaking of smart moves and business opportunities, it's worth mentioning again the unique chances that come with owning an AI-based enterprise nowadays. With AI advancing rapidly, companies like Archieboy Holdings offer exciting listings that bring together tech innovation and proven business models. If you're curious or thinking about making a move, you should check out these AI-based businesses for sale. There's a chance to jump into the future of business while smartly navigating economic ups and downs. So in summary, studying business outcomes during financial crises reveals a few key takeaways. Resilience and flexibility are crucial. Businesses that adapt quickly tend to fare better. Technology, especially AI, can be a game changer when the economy struggles. consumer habits shift dramatically, and smart businesses capitalize on that shift. Sound financial planning, like controlling costs and managing cash flow, really saves companies when times get tough. Opportunities often emerge during chaos. New business models and innovations can flourish. It's not all gloom and doom. If anything, crises can spark creativity and transformation. So next time you hear about a financial crunch, remember there's always a story of struggle, survival, and sometimes success behind the scenes. And if you're someone intrigued by innovative business opportunities, especially in cutting-edge tech, don't miss out on what's happening with Archieboy Holdings' AI-based businesses. Whether you're an entrepreneur looking to buy or just curious about the possibilities, explore our listings today and see how the future of business might just be within reach.